You know, as I got further into the space of criticism and all that, is when I started like talking to people about it. And what I kind of gathered was like, this is treated as better because whereas a lot of anime and manga is more jovial in tone, if you will, this is a very serious series, right? It takes itself very seriously. It just is serious. There's a lot of, and one of my biggest problems with the series, there's a lot of like very graphic content in there, specifically of a sexual nature, and that was one of my biggest issues with it, is I didn't feel that that was entirely necessary to convey what it wanted to convey. That was one of my big issues with it. I felt like it was almost like by the 5th time something like that was happening, I was like, so the author really liked putting this stuff in there, huh? You know, it was almost a little uncomfortable in my eyes. And that's, again and again though, what I would encounter was that this was treated this way because it was of a more mature aptitude, would that be the word? Dealt with more mature themes, it took itself very seriously, you know, all this stuff. And obviously, I kind of came to the conclusion that like, being anime and manga being this very young space, you know, I don't think, I mean, I myself know, as someone who's much older now and not in that space anymore, that like, you know, you kind of grow out of it a little bit. Maybe I still love a lot of anime and manga. I still watch all that stuff, and I think a lot of people do. But like, the way that I would hyper consume it and really dive into a lot of these series, I think that's something very much, you know, a teenage thing, you know? And as I came out of that and was able to sort of see back into it, I came to the conclusion that Berserk, while great, while really good, was seen as way better than it was, because I think it was a lot of people's first exposure to these more mature themes.